Hello, everybody. Welcome to Meena Says. And today we are doing a How to Connect with Your Cards episode. Tarot 101. um, this has been requested. I'm going to give a shout out to Brittany Compton. And luckily, I just got a brand new deck of cards for Christmas. So I'm going to demonstrate what I do to connect with my cards. Now, I want to stress that everybody's journey is their own. Most of the times I say take it, tweak it, and make it your own, because what I like to do isn't what you're going to be guided to do, or, you know, everybody has their own little way of doing things, and that's as unique as we are. Okay, so I got this deck yesterday, Ghost Tarot, and the first thing I do when I get a new deck, when I get it home, I don't open it right away. I hold it to my heart chakra in between my hands, and I exchange energies with the cards. And I note because I know what my energies feel like in my body, I'm able to discern what is not mine, what the energy of the cards are. And I usually just sit here and do a couple deep breaths, not for very long. The more you do it and the more decks you get, you'll probably do it a little bit longer for some and not so long for others. I mean, I felt connected to this before I had even seen it. So, let's see. Then when, I'm done connecting with the energies, I'll open it up. Now, me personally, I very rarely look at the book. I'll skim through it later after I've connected with my cards. Maybe. But normally I don't look at the book. So here's the book. I'm going to put that down there. And then I just, I do it again. With them outside of the box. It probably doesn't matter, but that's just what I do. Okay, and then the next thing, I make sure they have a nice home, okay? And I make boxes. You can also keep it in its box. I usually keep it in its box, wrapped in silk, put in this box. And I put crystals in there. And if I don't connect energies right away, which is rare, but it has happened, I will put different crystals in there, and I usually sleep with it near my bed for the first week. A lot of people say put them under your pillow. Some people say bury them outside the week, like 2 or 3 days before the full moon, and then dig it up 2 or 3 days after. Originally, what I was shown was that it needed to be a pine box, only wrapped in silk, and only on a hardwood table to lay them down on, or with a cloth over it. That's silk cloth. This is not a pine box. I do have silk, and I do wrap my cards in silk, or a bag, a silk bag. And before I mix them all up and go through them, which they're mixed up already, but I usually thank the cards introduce myself. I don't really sit there and talk to my cards, but, just with my energy and my thoughts. Depends on your intuition and how psychic, I shouldn't say that, not how psychic you are, but how in tune with your ability you are, because I believe everybody is psychic. Everybody has everybody's gifts, just we don't always all use them at the same time or in the same way, because we're all unique. Even though we're all connected, we're still individuals. Okay, so I asked the cards to share energies with me. I asked their permission to look at them and learn them and use them for divination. I also say a prayer to Spirit and my guardian angels, everybody. And then what I'll do is I'll sage each one and still keep them in order. So what I do is I just, go like this with the sage. And my sage just fell apart. The string fell off and it fell apart today. Here we go. Okay. And because I do Reiki, even when I wasn't certified and I did distance energy healing, I would open my crown chakra, invite the divine energies, bright white light in, encompass myself in a protective circle of light. What is it, Kathy? And I would ask everybody to help me bless these cards. So I would take them and I would just sage them like that, one at a time, which they've already been done. I don't have enough room on my table to set everything down or make two piles. There we go. So, and I try and keep them in order at first so that you can learn them in order. But it's up to you. You can do whatever it is that feels right to you. This is just a guideline. So that's what I do with each one of them. Okay. Okay. Let's just pretend these are in order still. What I do is I set them down and I'll pick one up at a time. This is if I didn't know tarot at all. This is like basic learning the cards from not knowing anything about the cards, okay? Because after you've learned the tarot and learned to trust your intuition, then you can just do it with all, like I did in the beginning. You don't have to connect each one, but we're bringing it back to the basics. So, the star card. My cards don't have any words on them. Anyway, so what I would have you do is pick one up at a time, feel its energy, pay attention to what comes into your head, and write whatever comes down. Like, holy moly. My sage is out of control. It's too dry or something. I don't know. Wow. So as far as the crystals go, in the box, or with the box, if you don't have another box to put them in, amethysts are awesome. Awesome for that. Any kind of quartz, probably any crystal, but so you connect with it, you write a keyword down, and you keep going. Each one, write whatever comes to your head, feel its energy. Don't try and guess them yet, Then once you're through all of them and you have 78 words written down, then I'm going to have you do it again, but this time you're going to flip it up. And you're going to look at it. And you're going to feel it. All right, this one is the Two of Swords. Okay. And just once you see the picture and you've felt their energy a couple times, I want you to look at the picture and make a connection with something in the card, okay, like the sword. Let's say it's the sword. You used to have a decorative sword on your wall when you were younger. Your mom or dad did. There's your connection. So I want you to write that down. And anything else that comes to your head, okay? And go through each one, make a connection. The star card, the stars in the sky. It's not very. You don't have to think so deep into it. What do the stars represent for you? So a shooting star, making a wish, little night lights in the sky, whatever it may be. Just so you connect it to an experience. And then I would have you check the book and see if any of your words that you wrote down were a match to any of the cards. And it doesn't matter if it is or isn't, okay? It's just a neat exercise to do, and it's really cool when you do have a bunch, because usually you will. A lot of people use their intuition without even knowing it. And once they think about it, then they get nervous. But then just go through it and see if anything matches. Write down what you would like to remember. Some meanings to the cards are like, oh wow, that's really cool. I think I really like that. I'm resonating a lot with it. So you write it down, this is your journey. You're making it unique to you. I'm sorry, Scruffy. All right, so then you have all of those words written down. They're still in order. I would have you just do whatever you want. Play with them. Probably not do any spreads yet, but mix them up, shuffle them. There's lots of schools of thought on how to shuffle a deck of cards as well. Everybody has their own unique way. I'm pretty flexible. I like to do whatever I'm guided to at the moment. I usually don't stick to routine. If you, by this time, if you still aren't feeling very connected to the cards, I'm going to have you do an interview spread. I'm going to have you do it anyway, but I think if you weren't connected, I'd have you do the interview spread. If you were feeling connected and guessing some of the cards or whatever, then I would, say, hey, why don't you do a past, present, future, or mind, body, and soul, a 3 card of some sort. I don't believe in waiting for a whole week with that deck under your pillow. For me, that just, the connection's too strong. I'm not going to wait. I'm going to jump in feet first without testing those waters too much first, because that's half the fun of a journey, an adventure, is taking that leap of faith. An interview spread, for me, it changes with the energy of each deck. I usually will stick around asking questions. What kind of energy do you hold? You know, are you impatient? Are you patient? Are you, grumpy? I've had grumpy cards. I've had cards that do whatever they want. you know, Sometimes they have a very strong energy to them, a strong personality. So, like, what kind of energy do you possess or hold? How are our energies gonna, how can they work best together in order to deliver the best message from spirit for your querent? I don't know. Will we be together a long time? Just ask it whatever it is you want to know. Um, yeah, you can ask it anything, really. It's what it's there for. If you still aren't connecting with your cards, I would have you sage them again, and I would have you leave them in the box with some strong crystals under your pillow. And personally, mine are under my pillow. The new one is under my pillow, and when I get up in the morning, it comes with me. Wherever I go, it comes with me. That's why I keep it in the box, not outside of my space, okay? My room. But if I'm on this side doing videos or alive, my cards are here with me, whether I'm using them or not. I keep the new deck close in my aura most of the time, and my other boxes in my basket go right by the head of my bed on the floor. I cover it up. I always thank my cards after a reading and ask their permission beforehand, along with spirit and my angels and everybody else. One thing I want to stress right now, is after you've done a reading for somebody, even if it's pretend, a lot of times people will do a reading for their dog or a celebrity that they're watching on TV, just to get practice, and have fun, with it. There's lots of different practice activities that you can do. I'll make that another video. But always take your sage, no matter, unless it's just you, unless you're doing a personal reading, okay? If you're doing a reading for anybody else, I want you to sage those cards again, and I also want you to ask the archangels to help you sever any energetic cords that may have been attached during that session or that day. Return energies that don't belong to me to their owner, and return mine to me. And just make sure you sever any energetic cords. I do that if I come back from the grocery store, just because it happens to me really strongly. So, let's see what else. I think if you sleep with them under your pillow for a week, and you're still not connecting, then that deck needs to be gifted away. To somebody who is drawn to it, though, don't just give it away to anybody, because then it'll happen for them, and it's very rare. It's very rare that that happens. I Maybe I would put it on a shelf and check within. I would see what's going on in here, what's blocking me from working with you. Because usually, whether it's good or bad, you can find the answer within. There is no good and bad. It doesn't exist. Does not exist. There just is. There just is. Okay. There's there's so many ways, and there's so many traditions, but that's how I do it. Um, Sorry, my dog is disturbing me. But there's lots of different ways, and you'll have to figure out your personal journey with tarot. But whatever you do, have fun with it, okay? Don't make it a chore or scary or, you know, there's enough scary in the world. This is just a divination tool. Everything has its own energy signature. So even this tablecloth. So this tablecloth can be just as scary as these if you let it be. If that's what you're thinking. You know what I mean? Our thoughts make our reality. So mind your thoughts. All right, I think I'm going to end this one. Let me see. Hold on. Box. Yep, that's all I had for this. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment box below. If I remember anything else that I've forgotten, I will leave it in the next video. I'll be making a whole series connecting with the numbers in tarot, connecting with the symbols, each card individually. I kind of already told you that a little bit, but yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And thank you. Have a good day.